Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with the most, Avery LR32 here, and I just wanted to say real quick, thank you so much to Galactic God for putting my channel in his YouTube shout-out video that he just did like a day or two ago, and thank you to all of you who are coming over to my channel and subscribing. It means the world to me. Like, it was friggin' insane. Like, I checked Galactic God's channel earlier today, and I saw that he made the video, and it was on today's date, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. And so I was checking it, and it had a couple thousand views, and then sure enough I went to my channel because I had checked my channel number first, and I was wondering why my sub count was at 451. I was like, oh my god, that's a huge increase. And then I remembered Galactic God's video. I was like, oh my god, and I checked his channel, and it was there, and it was friggin' awesome. So let me pull this up here. There we go. So I wanted to do a deck profile for Lightsworn Rulers with the Realm of Light support for the July 2014 format. Honestly, this could be my top 5 most favorite decks to play. I have so much fun playing this deck, and I realize that a lot of people don't like it because of the luck sack factor. And I'm not going to lie, you know, this is going to sound hypocritical, but I will admit there is a luck sack factor to it. The deck is very linear, like decks like Dark World and other decks of that nature. The ability to essentially have 3 easy buttons, not even really counting what the Dragon Rulers can give you in the form of XYZs and just sheer attack power alone, but 3 easy buttons in the form of JD. Like, literally, I was playing Dev Pro earlier, and the guy was playing, what was he playing? I don't even remember what he was even playing, but he had like 1 or 2 in his back row. Or no, he was playing Artifacts. And he had like 3 in his back row, and I went Diablos, and I knew he had the bottomless because he searched it with Mermello. Or Mermelio, excuse me. He bottomlesses it. I play the second Diablos. He doesn't respond. I'm trying to bait out his back row because I'm sitting with a JD in my hand. I end up dropping JD, nuking his board. He brings out Morale Attack because it popped. He pops my JD, and then I go play Blaster from Grave, banish 2 Wyverns, get my last 2 JDs, drop 2. Or excuse me, because he was at 5,000. So I dropped 1, pay another grand, blew the board, and then I dropped my 3rd JD and just swung with 6k per game, and he just quit. So really, like, there is a big luck base to this deck. Like, I even played Madolches earlier today on Dev Pro, and I completely misplayed against him in the 3rd game because he had Angeli on board, and I went first. I played Lumina, set Breakthrough Skill and Phoenix Wing, and I had a Wyvern in my hand. He plays Ticket and Angeli. He swings with Angeli into my... or no, I had Lila on the field, excuse me. And on the summon of Angeli, I'd use Breakthrough Skill, so he was going to attack. And then I thought about it, and I was like, why is he going to do that? He's going to lose it. And then I remembered Ticket. I should have played the Phoenix Wing, pitched the Wyvern, and top-decked his Ticket, and then he would have lost the Angeli. And even though I misplayed like that, I top-decked a Tempest, banished... a Wyvern and a Diablos for Tempest, got JD, played the Lance from my hand onto his Hoot Cake. It went down to 700. He was at 2,000. I swung with JD at the 700 Hoot Cake, and he took 23, and I won. He should have won that game, but because I had, because I ripped the Tempest, I won pretty much. And he had a Light Imprisoning on board, and I was just like, thank God. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's hop into this deck. I put Goyo here to the side because I have been testing Goyo in the traditional format because, what do you call it, DN hasn't updated yet. I've been taking out Mech-Equipped Engineer for a Goyo, and it's been working. I just really wish that I had more extra deck space because the rank 7s and the 1 rank 8 in the form of Felgren is fine. It's solid. Your 4 rank 4s are very solid. I've really been liking Digester and Morale a lot. The ability for me not to have to worry about milling my JDs, and the ability for me to be able to go into a rank 4 in the form of Digester and Morale to get back those lost JDs or Diabloses or whatever I prefer, is just really, really good in my opinion. It's been working out well in testing. Haven't been going into it a lot, but I like having it there in case I need it. So let's dive into this here. So we have 1 Blaster, 1 Redox, and 1 Tempest. This is all player preference, really. I just feel that Tempest is better because of the fact that Dracosac is a win, so you can banish it for Tempest. Digester and Morale is a win, you can banish it for Tempest. It just all depends on your player preference. I know some people run Tidal because it is a stronger card. That's their reasoning behind it. That's just what they prefer, and that's fine. I like Redox a lot, though. Some people don't like to run Redox. I like it just because it has a 3,000 ass, so, I mean, really most things can't get over it, and it's just something I can be able to sit on for a turn and just defend my life points with until I can get what I need. And then we have the Triple Eclipse Wyvern, standard, to go with the 3 JDs, and the 2 Diablos. 1 Aaron, 1 Garoth, 1 Jane, triple Lumina, 1 Honest, double Lilo, 1 Minerva, double Raiden, double Curry Bandit, double Rainbow Kribo, and 2 Light Ray Diablos. Some people like 3. I found 3 to be a bit cloggy. I still get clogs even with just 2. Like, I'll end up with 1 or 2 in my hand, in my starting hand sometimes. I mean, that just happens. And I can't do anything with it, and I'm just like, thank God I'm not running 3. Eventually I'm able to play them once I get enough lights in my grip, but it's like when you open with it, you're just kind of like, eh. So, double Raiden is standard. The double Curry Bandit, some people like 3. I'm only running 2 Needle Bug Nest. I just feel that 2 is appropriate, and if you will notice that this is basically the second place European build, so, you know, I don't want anyone getting mad in the comments saying I'm just a net decker. You have to understand that, you know, the format isn't really defined yet for next format. Like, we know what's going to be good, but obviously we don't know what's really the best right now. So really, you just kind of have to go with your gut in these kind of situations and just go with, you know, what you know is going to, you know, be the top dogs until we get the new decks like Shaddolls and Stellar Knights and all that, which pretty much all the decks that we have right now in the format are going to carry over into the next format. So I feel that this build is going to definitely suffice until we get something else, whether it be in the form of like a YCS top or whatever. So yeah, just 2 Curry Bandit, 2 Rainbow Kribo. I was testing 2 Necro Gardenas because some people go back and forth on Rainbow Kribo and Necro Gardena. I ended up taking out the 2 Phoenix Wing and the Breakthrough Skill for 2 Necro Gardenas and a 3rd Needle Bug Nest, and it worked okay in testing because like this was for next format because I also had the Yugioh in here. I took it out so I could be able to play Advanced Rated on DN. But I mean, it worked out okay. It gives you 2 extra monsters and an extra Needle Bug Nest, so you're subtracting 3 traps for an extra trap. So you're technically subtracting 2 traps. For 2 monsters in theory. So I mean, it was okay. It's just Rainbow Kribo isn't comparable to Necro Gardena really, because Rainbow Kribo, if you have it in your hand and then it goes to the grave later, you technically have 2 Necro Gardenas in the form of 1 Rainbow Kribo. Hopefully that made sense. So I don't know. I found Rainbow Kribo to be better in most situations because it's like if you open up with a Rainbow Kribo and if instead you're testing Necro, it's like, well, why do I have this in my hand? Unless you like have the Lumina, but then you have to have those 2 together, and it's just like bleh. So, anyways, that's my reason behind that. I just prefer Rainbow Kribo. It's all player preference. Spells, charge, 3 soul recharge, 2 soul charge, 2 lance. You could run a 3rd soul charge if you want. It's all player preference. Spell lineup's pretty standard. I really, really like Lance in this deck. Lance is just a frickin' behemoth. Like, the ability for me to go Diablos, make you waste your back row on my Diablos, and then go drop JD, and then you try and do something else like a Torrential, and I can just lance it, and then make you waste more of your back row. It's like, okay, like I don't even need to use my Lilos by this point or my Phoenix Wings. They're just doing the work for me. And then traps, 2 Needle Bug Nest, 2 Phoenix Wing, and Breakthrough Skill. This 1 Breakthrough Skill works out a lot better than you think, because even if you mill it, you can just negate stuff. So, really, really, really good. And then the side deck, I mean, it's really... I just copied it from Europe, to be quite honest. You know, you can make the side deck however you want. I just felt that this side deck suffices. I was testing, like I said, with the Madolche match, and Vandy's Emptiness put in work because he went Hoot Cake, banished Max C from Grave, and I chained Vandy's Emptiness, and he didn't get to special summon that turn, which helped me win. I was able to hold off that extra turn for that win to when I drew in a Tempest next turn. So yeah, the side deck is just whatever. You can make it whatever you want. Extra deck. 1 Felgren, 1 Dracosac, 1 Big Eye, 1 Exciton, 1 Honor Arc, 1 Lovable Chain, 1 Emerald, 1 Mech-Equipped Engineer, which can be swapped out for Yugioh if you prefer. That's what I've been testing. I've been testing out, just taking out the Engineer for Yugioh, and it's been working well. I've been trying to fit Yugioh into here, and I haven't been playing it much, but it's just good to have it when you're in that situation of having a Minerva and a Lumina on board, and you can just sync them up for Yugioh. Tempo, Star Eater, Leo, Decisive Armor, so good. God, I love Decisive Armor, it's so good. Crimson Blader, Black Rose, and Michael. Some people like Arcanite because of the fact that you don't have to blow the entire board, which I get, and I understand that, and again, it's also just all player preference. I just prefer not to run it because you have to have Raiden to sync into it, which is fine. Um, but like you can't do it with Wyvern. Or no, I'm sorry, that's a horrible example. Why did I just say that? You can't do it with Curry Bandit. For whatever reason, if your Curry Bandit stays on the board, like they break through skillet or something, then you can't sync into Arcanite. And it's like, I don't know. Like I said, it's all just player preference at the end of the day. I just prefer, if I was going to run Arcanite, I would just run a second Black Rose, because I feel blowing the whole board isn't really going to matter, because if you're having to blow stuff up on the board, you're most likely going for the OTK anyway. Yes, you don't want to blow your whole board, but again, everything in this deck is chainable, so if you're blowing your whole board and you have a Needle Bug Nest set, you can just Needle Bug Nest, mill 5, you haven't lost anything, and you've got to mill 5 closer, thinning your deck. Or, excuse me, you've milled 5 more out of your deck. Wow, that thing is $10? Really? Okay then, TCG player. I'm never listening to you. I don't know why I would start now anyway. So anyways, you guys, this has been the Lightsworn Ruler deck profile for the July 2014 format. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I know I'm excited to whoop some of dead-ass Yugioh. So, yeah, I've seen way too many Yugioh vines already. So, I just want Yugioh to come back so people can quit making vines about it. So, yep, this is it. Let me know what you guys would change in the comments below, and I will test it out. Let me know what you guys think about for next format. You know, do you think Noble Knights might be Tier 1? What do you guys think about, the new support? I should have a Space-Time Showdown starter deck opening tomorrow, hopefully, because I tried going to my local Walmart today, and they didn't have any, which was really depressing. But yet they had the Realm of Light structure deck there a day early, and I'm just like, okay then. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.